everybody, I am Flameless Soul, and today I welcome you to Bioshock 2. Unlike with the Dead Space series, I do intend to just no long gap between the games. We're just getting straight into Bioshock 2. Bioshock just ended, but we're gonna get straight into this. So, new game, set difficulty. I'm just gonna go with medium. That's just usually what we do. Usually, there's only a couple of games that I've ever played on the hard difficulty my first time through. 1958, Beneath the Atlantic Ocean. All right. Tonk, tonk. So are we, Jack still? Are we the one guy from the first game? Who knows? Kalonka klonka. Definitely, perspective-wise, we are currently a Big Daddy.
Look, Daddy, it's you.
So, this time I'm absolutely playing the remastered, so I don't know.
Let's go out to play, Daddy.
Eleanor. So I don't know how much of the additional graphics and model upgrades are from going from one game to the next, versus I am now on the remastered version. I made sure this time this is remastered for the remastered version for 2. What do they extract from the dead bodies when they
More
do?
angels, Daddy. This way.
Definitely she sounds different than the little sisters from the first game. So is this sort of the delusion of this?
Come with us, little girl.
Okay. Oh, yep.
Some big guy.
Yes, I want some.
Bigger than hard.
Yeah, no, you're a dumbass if you thought just a simple shock splice was gonna win a battle against a Big Daddy. Oh, we just got hypnotized, didn't we?
There we are. He's perfectly safe now. This is not your daughter. Do you understand? Her name is Eleanor,
Why'd the
and
subtitles
she
disappear?
is mine. Now, kneel, please. Remove your helmet.
Is that even possible? I thought they were grafted on.
Now, take the pistol.
Oh, she's gonna have us kill ourselves.
Place it against your head.
Are we just a random Big Daddy?
Fire.
Whoever had hypnotized Big Daddy this time, it's definitely more potent than the hypnotized Big Daddy from the first game. All that did was make him fight for me. I couldn't tell him to kill himself. 10 years later. So this would be 1968 then. Is this before or after dear old Jack Ryan came to the thing?
Hello, can you hear me?
Okay. Definitely doesn't add up. Okay. We are a different type of Big Daddy, though. The look is different. Oh boy, that water is so much better looking than the first game. I hear a little sister. This is coral. Or something resembling it. It's glowy juice. So the big daddies can crouch. Cool. What the hell is going on here? Yeah, no, so I really don't know if the massive jump in graphics
I need this. Do you hear me?
is because of the switch from the normal version to the remastered version, or if it's because of attention workers. L.
Lesson 1, mop jockeys. You are under the ocean now. If you feel the soft patter of rain on your hat, you're already fired. Lesson 2. You can jumpstart a dead generator with a direct spark, but clear the guests out of the pool first. Scares these rich pricks to watch a working stiff hurling thunderbolts. You follow me?
Lamb is watching. So we're dealing with all new characters this time other than Tenenbaum, so I only know Tenenbaum is here because of the subtitles saying who was speaking. Direct shock to the generator can restart it, but I don't have anything to do a direct shock.
I lose, Daddy. I don't bother. Stay dead this time.
How about you stay dead, you screw-wit? You know, it's interesting. Last time when we... Oh, look for key codes for locked doors. That is 1540.
My husband is such a perfect idiot. Throws away all his spending money on gene tonics to affect a look of physical fitness. So he'll have an excuse to sit on his rear all day listening to radio serials. Steven, I tell him, you want to be fit? Come swim laps with me, the old-fashioned way. It's your mind that's
Father.
Ellen, okay. Don't go cutting my stuff.
with me, the old-fashioned way. It's your mind that's atrophying.
Evolution in
Maybe
a
I'll start
bottle.
sneaking some brain boost into his daily regimen.
Oh, we can just... There's just a plasmid here. Okay, so the proper way to do a plasmid is via injecting, right? Clearly. Oh, that doesn't sound good. This sounds worse than when we did it in the first game. So we're not the same person. We don't have any plasmids.
Daddy was sleeping for such a long time, and Eleanor has missed you. Find her and you'll be all better.
Why does that seem like a lie?
Daddy!
Who the hell was that? What the fuck's over here? What? I'm supposed to be going after him? No. This seems like a really pompous therapy place. Oh, you know what? This was probably like for tanning or something. Because getting a tan down here would be like really... Okay, so you can now have both of them active at the same time. It's a good thing to note.
Where normally you defile the lamb.
Man, this drill's much more potent than a wrench. Loving it.
At last, a signal. You, who are bringing this dead city to life, listen. My name, it is Tannenbaum. I know who you are, and I am in much need of your help. Please, find me in the Atlantic Express train station.
Okay, so Tenenbaum didn't betray us in the first game. But this distinctly feels different. Maybe it's a retcon of things. Maybe she never left the city. Maybe only certain individuals left the city and she stayed. But either way, this city is still falling apart. Like, it's not functional. Oh, you gotta pay to use the bathroom? Oh, that's... Wow, they really didn't want poor people.
I'm surrounded by them.
Oh, what? Okay, changing that. I don't know anything about this game, by the way, guys. Yeah, no, I'm not having Control be my heal.
I haven't had a taste of Adam in weeks.
I don't need to hear your grousing. Go,
Yeah, that's distinctly still
This is
some
Dr.
similar
Sophia Lamb with a message
similar
for the
lightning
people.
effects to the first game.
Remember, you are not alone. Think of me not as leader, but as mother to the Rapture family.
Okay, just did a little Google search. The first Bioshock takes place in 1960. We saw a thing that was 1958, right? So 2 years before the events of the first Bioshock.
I am back in Rapture after so many years. The little ones I rescued are grown up and think of me no more. After what I once did to them, it was a joy to be forgotten. But now, all around the world, children vanish by the sea, kidnapped. And so I return, in fear of what I already know. Someone is making new little ones, continuing my work, my sins. Even if I am to die for it, I must stop them.
Okay, so yeah, no, I started that, but that does really establish what I was about to say.
saying true and right.
I inherited
And what I was about to say is that this is now 8 years after the events of the first game. Not quite in need of a heal yet. Thank you for carrying, game.
Barely made it down alive. But here it is. And it's real. Rapture. This is where that thing took my poor baby girl. From what I saw in the sub, most of the city's in ruins. But there were lights here and there. And shapes moving. I'm rambling, scared, I guess. But maybe, if I find this Dr. Lamb I keep hearing over the PA, I'll find Cindy too.
Okay, that's our melee. I don't think we have a sprint. What I really don't know is Mark Mathers, I believe that was the name, Mark Mathers, came down here looking for his daughter Cindy. We're looking for an Eleanor. And Lamb is the one who's taken over everything here. These little sisters... So there's definitely a model upgrade compared to the previous game, but I don't know.
Big sister doesn't want you playing with me.
That is horrifying sounding. Oh, no, I don't like that. That's creepy. So I'm a Big Daddy, but the biggest restriction of the Big Daddies was that they were slow. So I do know that this is called a Big Sister, right? Okay. I do not have any more medkits. And
This is Dr. Sophia Lamb with a message for the people.
very distinctly not
Big
a
Sister
issue.
is
Like, speed is not an
always
issue for
watching.
them.
To steal Adam is to steal from the Rapture family. Your family.
Okay, so she's very distinctly different from Ryan.
Diane insisted that we spend a weekend at the Adonis. And already I find myself seeking a respite from my vacation. And she deems it necessary to chide me for working. The words dissolve into an endless animal bleat. I founded Rapture to be free of law and God, to live among those for whom work is our wage. Yet, when Diane speaks of bearing my child, I am given pause. Till now I had never considered my legacy. Perhaps after the new year.
Okay, so we're not without Ryan in this. We will still hear from him, but it'll be more from his perspective. It is interesting, because obviously it would take a lot of work to get a place like Rapture back up and running after everyone's abandoned it. We will be reborn in the cold womb of the ocean. That's really weird. So there's definitely a model upgrade and a texture upgrade, but I don't know how much of each comes from the oh, shit. What? I wasn't even paying attention properly. Guess I was being dumb. Okay. I don't know how this game deals with, like, the way you're supposed to progress and where I'll be ending episodes. Because, like I said, I knew a bit about the first game. I know nothing about this one. Other than, like, the enemy name.
In that suit, even the ocean cannot harm you. This is good. But Rapture is the death of many great men. Alone, you will not last long. You can still reach the train station. Find me there.
Okay, that looks like a big daddy. Fuel. Am I gonna need that for the drill? Because the drill uses fuel. Rapture is very much in a much more aesthetic location than it appeared to be in the first game. And no, there's no way in hell that you would rebuild Rapture, like, in a different location. That'd be way too expensive. Especially considering there's already all of these resources down here and all of this stuff down here. Yeah, no, this is the same Rapture. We're just in a different section of it, that's why it looks more aesthetic. Oh shit, was I not supposed to jump down? Too late, already did it. There's definitely a momentum to you. At least out here in the water. Get your ass back here. So they're distinctly capable of a lot more motion than I am as a big daddy. So where are their airlocks? Huh. This is our first load zone. Only 24 minutes in. And like, nothing's happened. I'm gonna have to look up what the load zones do.
Ah, Herr Delta. You arrive, as the little one said you would. Come upstairs to the ticket booth, and I will offer what I know of you.
Alright, so I tried looking it up while that was going on. I didn't really find anything useful about how the levels are split up, so we'll go just a little bit further. I may end up having to separate this out different than I did the first game. But yeah, whether it's from the remaster or just because this was a higher budget game, there is a distinct upgrade in quality. Like, so I don't know how much of that comes from model upgrades. Like, the Little Sisters definitely have a better looking model. And how much of it comes from, like, texture upgrades.
Now most who survive are like this. Splicers. They're drug addicts. Vicious animals.
You got the hack tool. Press to fire at a machine to subvert them to your side. To hack a machine, press F to stop the needle on a green section of the meter to advance. White will give you a nasty shock. Guys, I'm colorblind. I think that's going to be very difficult for me. Fuck. Results of... That is distinctly going to be very, very difficult. Definitely different hacking. Hack successful. We will be reborn. No, it's funny because if I hadn't screwed up with the first game and I'd actually played the remastered from the very beginning.
Where are you?
Yo.
This is Dr. Sophia Lamb. Andrew Ryan is dead, but the tyrant dwells within us all. Remember, we reject the gene. We reject the self. We reject the tyrant.
So, she sort of rebuilt Rapture in the past 8 years off essentially the opposite ideal of Ryan. Now I'll say that's pretty interesting. It makes me wonder how she pulled that off. But if I hadn't screwed up with the first game and I'd actually played the remastered version for the video, then I could have actually told you how much of this came from the increase in models versus textures, but I can't. Ah, this is our first moment. Please stand by.
I know you. That symbol on your hand marks you a dead man. 10 years, Subject Delta, since I watched you put a gun to your head and pull the trigger. But take heart. Out of your pain, paradise was born.
You're a
I don't know how you survived,
disturbed woman.
but your suffering is over now. These men will ease your burden. Please understand that like all I have done, this is an act of love.
It is Sophia Lamb. She has found you.
Alright, so is this going to play out in a similar manner to the first game? In that... Ow! Ow! Okay! So is this going to play out in a similar manner to the first game, where it came down to, the person who was helping us the entire time? I did not do that, whatever that sound was. If it was me using a medkit, I didn't do it. But the person who's helping us in the first game was Atlas, and he betrayed us. So is this now going to play out in a similar manner with Rapture Masquerade Ball 1959, where Tenenbaum betrays us? Because Jack got his happy ending.
Now you know of the enemy we share, Sophia Lamb. The camera in your helmet allows me to watch through your eyes and help you to fight her.
Okay. 8 years technology jump, that's useful, I guess. Why are we alive? I do distinctly recall we shot ourselves in the skull. So Lamb is playing out the position of Ryan with inverse ideals.
Careful. Security cameras belong to Lamb. But if you are clever, they can be made to serve you.
I hate cameras.
Who's there?
I hate cameras. Makes me wonder if the Big Daddy suits, part of them were initially designed to sort of be deep sea work suits. Or at least particular one, because it's a rivet gun. It's not a... it's not a bolt gun or whatever. It's a rivet gun, so it fires, like... what it fires would sort of pin things together, wouldn't it? Oh my god. That's gonna be another issue, persistent from the first game. Things are gonna get in my way.
Father, it's me, Eleanor. I know you're awake in there. I can feel it. Mother won't be able to toy with you like that ever again. This plasmid is for you. If I'm right, you can use it now. Please, find me.
Alrighty. Telekinesis. Yeah. Fair. We don't need to watch telekinesis. So, again, the question comes back to, did she rebuild it and then it go to shit again, or did she just never fully rebuild it? She knows the way.
He's got the bomb.
Nuts. He saved a whole kindergarten full of cutesy little brats and went up happy ever after. He was a pansy. End of story.
Think I give half a squirt when he's done? He's gone now, and Doc Lamb's the news.
Oh, so were they talking about Ryan? Audio. Yo. Ow. Definitely when I get hit, things are very loud. So I'm not going to be able to run through this entire thing melee only, it seems. Especially because my most powerful melee, this, has a fuel requirement. So, there's definitely some differences here that I'm going to be experiencing. I just did that. Definitely some things that are, you can see the sort of old version of it still shining through. Right now, a lot less to talk about. So, current guess, based off of things, because I don't have all the information. Current guess, our guy was married to Lamb. Or, at least, Eleanor ended up seeing Lamb as mother.
These people are hooked on some kind of genetic wonder drug called Adam.
Sophia Lamb is using the splicers against you. Most big daddies are like her slaves, guarding the little ones. But someone has awakened you.
Yeah? These people are hooked on some kind of genetic wonder drug called
the name I need to care about.
I've read the word splicer scribbled on walls like a warning. One of them cornered me and Christ, his face. I had a gun, but I choked. And then out of nowhere, we both heard this singing. And he took off like hell on wheels. It sounded like a kid. A little girl. Cindy's alive. I know it in my gut.
So, poor Mark. didn't notice that that's a
White
huge
is not
danger.
black, Dr. Lamb. Down is not up, and straw is not gold. Look around you. Rapture is no miracle. It is a product of reason. Impossible unless 1 and 1 are 2, and A equates to A.
And yet, alone, each man is a prisoner to bias, dream, delusion, or the pain of a phantom limb to... I know of your bond with Eleanor Delta. To save yourself, you will come for her. But Eleanor has a destiny, one you cannot share. There is no place for you in paradise.
Then it is not paradise. I hate that I have to restart these from the beginning if they fuck up.
Or the pain of a phantom limb. To one man, they are as real as rain. Reality is consensus, and the people are losing faith. Take a walk, Andrew. It is raining in Rapture, and you have simply chosen not to notice.
So I'm guessing there's some slight retconning that's going to be going on here.
Psychiatry, we must account for the role of evolution. Depression, fits of panic, sexual pathos, all responses to ancient selection pressure. The irony is that this theory is why Ryan's people invited me here. They mistake my study of natural law for the worship of competition. Remember, Eleanor, one must know the beast before it can be slain.
Okay, so last time I figured out how to use a Eve Hypo without going down to 0 with my juices. I'm gonna have to refigure that out because it is distinctly not going to be the same, because we are using both of them at the same time now, whereas previously when it... Okay, that's weird. Previously, the way you would do that is you would swap... If you're gonna throw a fit, then get down here and fight.
Head for the elevator.
I hate cameras. Hate them so much. And I died. Yeah. Ooh, this is gonna be difficult, ain't it? So the game is different enough to the first one that I'm glad that I didn't just immediately go with the hardest difficulty. Fuck cameras. Fuck these guys, they're assholes. Ganging up on a poor old man. How dare you? Why did Tenenbaum act like it was something I needed to rush to go do to get into this this elevator? This is a distinctly... I feel like this is a very distinctly different Rapture. Like, just the nature and architecture is just different enough for it to mean something. Like, the 8 years haven't been entirely unproductive. There has been reconstruction and remodeling going down in this place.
Now, here is what the children tell me. You are a very old Big Daddy, bonded for life to a single little one. When you are apart for too long, your body begins to shut down like a coma. As long as the girl is in Rapture, you are trapped here as well. The name of your little one is Eleanor Lamb, daughter of Sophia. She is kept at Fontaine Futuristics on the other side of the city. You must go there and save her before it is too late.
Okay, so 10 years ago, 1958, is when we were first sort of introduced. Oh! And the little sisters have to be young when they're converted into, well, little sisters, right? So 10 years ago, she was probably 6, 5, something like that. So 10 years later, she's, and we saw she has grown older, somewhere around 16, 18, something like that. So what use does she have as a little sister now? Because the previous iteration of Little Sisters served no use unless they were children. Because as atom factories, they didn't do anything unless they were children. Like, they had to be children to be a sort of atom production facility in their own body. At least that's what I gathered. So this is distinctly going to... This game, I feel, is going to baffle me before I figure out what exactly is going on. And we don't quite yet know if Tenenbaum is going to betray us this time around. We are not Jack, so we're not the guy from the first game. We're distinctly a different... We're different. Very different. We're Big Daddy from before they were fully functional, I'd guess. Before they were fully established. Or, as I said, there's absolutely going to be some retconning here, because Andrew Ryan was having a debate with Sophia Lamb. Lamb was never mentioned in the first game, and the whole enemy that Ryan saw was Atlas and Fontaine in the first game. So, definitely some retconning going on here, guys. And I can absolutely say that, having literally just a couple days ago, having finished the first game. So, if you enjoyed this, make sure you leave a like down below, as well as subscribe if you haven't already. And if you've already done both those things, make sure you, 1, comment, say what you liked about this video, as well as share this video, because we are starting a new series, and we do have a 400 subscriber goal. So, I would absolutely appreciate if you share this with someone you think might enjoy it, because I need your help meeting that goal. And if you've done every single one of those, remember, guys, smile, because we have a new mystery to solve, right? Hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye, guys.